and with the power of yoga. Purity in your vision and attitude. In order to experiment with yoga, you have to underline even more having purity in your vision and attitude. Make the foundation of your thoughts pure, knowledgeful, and powerful. No matter how much someone who comes in front of you has been wandering, has become distressed with the waves of sorrow, and thinks that it is impossible to remain happy. As soon as he comes in front of you, let your image, let your attitude, and your vision transform that soul. This is how to experiment with yoga. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 30. Experiment on yourself and others with your mind with the power of yoga. Today's topic, purity in your vision and attitude. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. By listening to Baba or the experiences of seniors, we also kind of start thinking, I feel like today's specially signal is more that Baba wants to complete his task, and that is to create images. Baba has come to make us worship worthy. At confluence stage, we become praiseworthy, and then we become worship worthy in golden age. Then memorials in copper age. The memorials are worshipped. So we are moving towards, in a way, conclusion of God's task. And what is God's task? To create all of us into our deity form, into our deity stage. Baba's drishti, Baba's love for us is sustaining us. And I could feel that that's what Baba is getting accomplished, to make everyone as that image of God or goddesses. You all might be feeling different, but while listening, that's what I'm feeling. That's what Baba does. So Baba is saying that purity in your vision and in your attitude. Baba says, in order to experiment with power of yoga, you have to underline even more having purity in your vision and attitude. Baba saying, create the foundation, that is your thoughts. Create the foundation in your thoughts, pure thoughts, knowledgeful thoughts, and peaceful thought. Generally, we say positive thoughts, right? But what are positive thoughts? Baba says pure thoughts, knowledgeful thoughts, peaceful thoughts, they are positive thoughts. Just positive is what. Yeah. So Baba is saying that no matter how much someone who comes in front of you, someone comes in front of you, had been wandering, his mind had been wandering, Baba says, and has become distressed with waves of sorrow and thinks that it's impossible to remain happy. So Baba says, as soon as he comes in front of you, let your image, your attitude, and your vision transforms that soul. This is how to experiment with yoga. Yeah, it's a very good inspiration for all of us. You know, when you listen to Baba, Baba is directly talking to us, right? That means God, the fortune maker, is directly talking to each one of us. So then you understand what Baba wants from me. And then you start becoming that. And when you are becoming, it's like a garden now. Gardener will look around and the best flowers, naturally he will pay attention to see that they blossom. Sparrows don't come and eat them. So if we want Baba's drishti on us, we have to be a good effort maker. Our sincerity of effort always reaches Baba. That's why when people come to me and ask what to do and all that, whatever is in your heart, your relationship with Baba, do it sincerely. Sometimes they are in big group, or sometimes they have their coordinator, department head. So they have 3, 4 ideas. Should I follow this one? Should I do what this one says? I said no. What your conscience says, what is pulling you, what Baba wants from you, you should do that. Say, but if that one doesn't feel happy, I said, ultimately he will. Because when you are sincerity, you are truth, and you are listening to your own conscience, not that you are affected. I have surrendered to Baba, surrendered to Yagya. So I have to follow Yagya principles, what Baba wants from me. So inside you feel very happy and satisfied because whatever you're doing is right. Not because of any influence, because Mama used to teach us whatever anyone advises you, but when you do action, it's your action. No way you go in front of Baba. Baba, it is because this one wanted me to do. But you did action, right? Mama used to teach us that if somebody says and you feel something is not right, then you do what is right. So when you do right, Baba will support you, Baba will give you strength, and you will be able to glorify Baba and also Yajna. Wisdom and courage, right? Don't kind of challenge someone or try to prove that that person is not right, but you do what is right. So definitely it will help not only one person but many others also. Right? So just be the image which Baba wants us to be, to change the atmosphere, to transform people from whether it's they're suffering or temporarily whatever they're going through, they feel relief and liberated. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Hello,
Didi,
Sita.
good morning and happy Satgurwar.
It seems you are always with us on Sadguru Bar.
Yes, I'm so lucky. I'm always with you on Satgurwar. So I celebrated with you before I celebrated in New York.
Mm.
So what was your
Yeah.
touching this morning at Amrit Vela from the Satguru, Baba?
Early morning, especially on day of Sadguru, when I wake up, it's of course love for Sadguru Baba and deeply within feeling very close to Sadguru Baba. I always, maybe I have read or I have heard that relationship with Sadguru has to be very, very honest one. With parents, you can stay, play around. With teacher also there could be excuses, but nothing with Sadguru. To be a good follower. And Baba, I remember once one of the Adis said, one is to copy someone, other is to follow. It's easy to copy. This one doing it, I should do, I want to do. You copying. But following is that you are sensible and you know what you have to do. So there is that deep honesty in relationship with Sadguru Baba. So I was kind of, felt under his canopy and, good feelings, so very beautiful feelings with Sadguru Baba in the morning. And
Mm.
morning hours are of silence, so they are beautiful feelings.
Yeah, I know also that I don't know if it's still so, but in the past, when I used to spend time with you, we used to live in the same place. At Amrit Vela, you used to get messages like when you sit to do your Amrit Vela, Baba used to kind of pull you and tell you to call Daddy Janki or to tell Daddy Janki or to do something, not just
Mm.
ordinary messages, but very deep and significant signals and messages he used to give to you. Do those things still happen at Amrit Vela? Do like when you have to get a message, do you get it at Amrit Vela or only when you offer bhog?
No, signals are there, and it's more subtle than it used to be. But I definitely have very deep feelings. I call them signals. And I try to see how to convey that, how to do it in practical, and what to bring in yagya also in a very subtle way. So, yeah, it does happen.
Mm. Didi, you must have heard that there was a hurricane that happened in the Caribbean, and the landfall of the hurricane was in Jamaica,
Mhm.
and it was devastating. to a great extent. Sister Wadi has been keeping in touch with the family there, and I asked her to give me a little brief to tell you because right now, not only the family in Jamaica, but it also went to Cuba. Um, to keep, let us keep them in Baba's remembrance and send vibrations to them, especially from you. But it seems as though it wasn't as devastating in the capital, which is Kingston, as it may have been in other places. But we really don't know as yet what is the damage that has been done. And so that happened in Kingston, Jamaica. And then also I was with Marianne in Costa Rica, from
Mhm.
Costa Rica. And when she returned, there was a flood that devastated Baba's home. And I really felt for her because, we had a similar situation here in Queens. And when that flood wrecks the foundation of Baba's home, it's a lot of work that has to be done. So at this time when we are beginning to face these kinds of tests, and Baba is saying, the purity of your attitude and the purity of your vision and the purity of your image is so very important, not for you to face the test, but to become a pillar of strength for others at that time. Like in Jamaica, I'm sure people are devastated because they've lost their homes and they're not, that wealthy to turn around and, start all over again. They have to look at what has been lost and how they can um, they take the next step. So, how would you, especially those on those fields in those countries, what would be your signal for them? What would be your I don't want to use the word advice, but what would be your bhavana for them?
Lot is going on from the nature,
Mm,
and then nature and then matter also materially, because nature manifests itself
mm,
into any of the element, and whether it's water or storm or something. I didn't hear much. I haven't really been looking for, especially when I'm busy, I don't look at news, but some people send me the news. Then I did hear about Costa Rica, and just 2 months ago or something big happened to them. This is second time. What we have to remember, which I am aware since I am Baba's child, that whenever you are able to do something big, actually we need a lot of yoga to be prepared for a test also, because they both will happen same time. But if you have not only celebrated or enjoyed or got very busy in service, but our power of yoga should also be there. So that same time when any test comes, like, I don't know, I'm always aware that now this has happened, now something test will come. This way kind of balance also. So I know that I was in Caribbean, right, in early 70s.
mm,
And when I was in Guyana for some time, then Suriname, Barbados, all these places I was there. I know that whenever there was something minimum, people still survive. It's not that.
mm,
But one is survival, other is we have lived in certain way. And when we don't get all that, also there is people are desperate for that. We have that history. I think you are aware. And later on, like now is the time they have everything. So I think that more and more people have to be kind of this trust that the matter and nature will help them in some way or other. And if they are Baba's children, then you definitely know that At the time of COVID, if you ask all the centers, they did very well. One of the reason was, like people were not getting food, and our food will be hanging outside the door. Your vegetables come, your fruits came, everything came. Because whatever you bhavna is there, and whatever way we have served comes to our protection, provides us what is needed. And I think everyone should live with that trust and also do what is right. So worrying won't help, but definitely our trust in Baba, drama, and our fortune will help us to have that strength. So I just want to tell all in Caribbean, wherever they are, it's all right. Minimum is still there. Minimum will still be there. And from there, we survive. And then, of course, we are taken care of properly.
Mm. I'm sure they're very moved by you talking to them like that and giving them that courage that not only are they facing whatever they're facing, but of course the family is with them, but also Baba's canopy is with them. So I know that I'm coming to the end, but I want to ask you a question in relation to the point we'll be practicing tomorrow. People usually tell us that we focus a lot on the mind and we focus a lot on thoughts. And sometimes it appears that we use our thoughts in a way that we control the minds of others. And when we speak to them, we control their minds to such an extent that they have to listen to what we're saying to them. And also, they have to believe what we're saying to them. So it's a little bit of a manipulation we're doing by using thoughts. And my question, and then they went on to say, but we tend to understand people's mind to such an extent that we could do that. But what we don't seem to understand and relate to are people's feelings. And I know for this whole month of October, we have been doing exactly that. We have been serving with the mind, looking at the aspects of the mind. But is it also when we focus on the mind and we focus on experimenting with the power of the mind in yoga? What is happening to the bhavana? What's happening to the heart? What's happening to our feelings at that time? Are we suppressing it? Or are we also working at the level of feelings as we work at the level of thoughts?
But Baba also all the time says that whatever we do is really with the feelings of love, feelings of mercy, feelings of one family. Really, everything begins with the feelings. Now, we don't control the mind, we don't control the thoughts of anyone, but it is what is created in atmosphere through the vibrations of our attitude, our thoughts, all that is helping them, but not we are trying to do anything. We're not influencing anyone's mind, or we're not saying, oh, be peaceful. No, you are a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. And that creates the atmosphere of peace. And that definitely helps them. But it's not we control or we want people, to be, like people say, brainwashed or hypnotism. We don't do all that. We just have pure thoughts. We have love for the souls. And Baba has told us to give everyone liberation in life, or whatever Baba wants us to do, so that they can claim their inheritance. They can become worthy. So I think first thing we definitely have to believe and make them believe that we're not controlling their mind, but we are sharing what God has shared with us, whether it's knowledge or peace or love and all other attainments in the life. That's one thing we. So now, feelings, I don't know, some or other we hesitate to express feelings. Like we will never say, we have love for all the souls. We have love for all the souls. So we have those feelings, right? But then some people might think if you directly tell them, oh, I have lots of love for you, we won't do that one to one, but we do for the whole world. We do for everyone, right? So I think sometimes expression of the feelings are not there, but feelings are definitely there.
And isn't it also very important that if I'm in Baba's remembrance, then whatever feelings that are coming from me is not connecting them to me, but is connecting them to Baba. Whatever thoughts are coming from me, they're not connecting them to me, they're connecting them to Baba. And so, isn't that the caution we should have? That as we develop and experiment with thoughts and feelings, that experimentation has to be really deeply connected to Baba.
Yeah,
Otherwise, I'm trapping myself um, in um, in subtle ways, in ways that I won't be able to take myself out of if Baba doesn't play a pivotal role in these experiments.
yeah, that's very true. But also, I experienced that we have to create, when we have love for Baba, in hearts of others also, love for Baba.
Mhm.
But then automatically they will love and respect the instrument also. But it definitely has to be for Baba, because ultimately, even whatever experience they have through any one of us, right? But attainments are from Baba. It's Baba who is really giving everyone, which we know and they also know. But as you said, it's our aim should be to connect everyone with Baba.
So finally, Didi, there is an invitation for you to come to the UN when you return.
Yeah.
And so for you to physically go to the UN and be there and be in the UN building, and your friends are saying they haven't seen you for a long time. They haven't taken drishti from you. They haven't been in your presence.
Mm.
And could you give them this gift for Christmas, for Diwali, for the
Mm.
New Year's, for the UN 80th to appear there in person? So this happened last night. The invitation came last night. So I'm telling you, please, please say yes to them.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't come for a while. But one time, I don't know if you were there, we all just went to UN and had good time, their little get together.
Mm.
Yeah, I will definitely come.
But this is not an invitation from the BKs. This is an invitation from the UN itself.
Yeah, friends of
Yeah,
DK.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
definitely.
thank you, Om Shanti.
Okay, Om Shanti.